You all performed admirably.
That's cap.
All but one of you performed no, just kidding. Welcome back to another video, and today we are celebrating a big day. This is the day that we passed 500 subscribers. Wait, hold up. That's more like it. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is our 1,000 subscriber special video because I made it. We got 1,000 subscribers, and this was originally, as per the title, supposed to be the 500 subscriber special, but we ended up passing 1,000 subscribers before I was even to make that video. In this video, I have designed the ultimate challenge for 3 of our channel members: Philtope, Demonic Ninja, and Valkyr. That looks a little familiar. I'm flattered. Anyways, in this event, I'm making them all go head-to-head in a 3-way race. The prize? A sincere congratulations from yours truly. Sounds simple? Not quite so. This race is actually made up of 8 different events and challenges that I designed over the last couple of days, each one being meant to force the contestants to be as creative as possible. All of the challenges are also surrounded by bedrock, so they have absolutely no way of knowing how well the other contestants are doing. The first challenge may appear to be a simple plains biome, but there's actually a bit more to that. Each contestant has to figure out how to get up and through these double iron doors. They can do so however they want. You know, they could make a button, they could make a pressure plate, they could make a lever, they could brute force it. Do what you gotta do. Just get through the doors. After they finish the first challenge, the second is the desert challenge, modeled after a miniature desert temple. As I'm sure you might all be aware, there is a trap underneath. If they set off the trap, they will be releasing the TNT, removing the chest with the diamonds that they need to break through the obsidian to get to the next challenge. After they get through that obsidian, they're going to find themselves on an ice rink where there's also a chest with supplies to make a boat. What they don't know, however, is that the track is full of so many curves, so many twists, and so many dead ends that riding a boat through here is actually almost impossible. So it'd be way faster and more efficient to just sprint. Unfortunately, though, they have no way of knowing how long the track is, so it's really hard for them to judge. Yeah, I felt like torturing them a little bit. After that, when they get to the end of the track, there is a cabin that they can go through and get on some stairs the way up to the next challenge, but there's also a little shortcut that if they find it will take them right on through, skipping the next couple of challenges. And whoever does find this would end up getting a massive advantage over the others. Once they get through that, they're going to be faced with some good old-fashioned ice parkour over some lava. I know, it's classic. The parkour isn't really too crazy hard, but I'm hoping with the speed and just intensity that they're going to be going, they might actually fall victim to the lava and just not really think to shift. So maybe that lava might claim some victims today. We'll see. Fingers crossed. Once they get past that parkour, the next challenge is purely mental. All right, they're going to be presented with 3 doors in a small iron room, each door appearing to lead to certain death. But the players are going to have to choose their door wisely because one of them leads safely through to the next challenge. Just kidding, they all lead safely through. I only made this to mess with them and stall them a little bit. You know what? I just wanted to see these guys overthink and sweat. You know, it's pretty funny from my side. After they make it through those doors, that brings us to challenge number 6, which is the mini ocean biome. This challenge actually takes place over 3 levels, each on top of the next. The only thing separating those levels is a small hole in the ground that they have to find. The catch? Everything is underwater because it's an ocean, so that makes sense. Anyways, they're going to have to go underwater. I give them 3 doors. If they know how, they can create an air pocket with those doors and just get that breath that they need. The last level is actually an underground maze, however, very tight, very narrow, and they're going to have to navigate that to move on to the next challenge. Challenge number 7 is a TNT minefield. In the chest, each contestant will be given a map with the safe path to the exit. One wrong step though, and boom, certain death as the floor falls out from beneath them. The final challenge, challenge number 8, is none other than a foot race through the forest. They're going to have to prove their Minecraft sprinting ability while they go over some moderately difficult terrain, sprinting through the trees, dodging them left and right like bullets, going up, down hills. And so they cross the finish line and ring that bell, marking that they have completed the race. Once the players joined the event, they had absolutely no way of knowing what it was going to be, and so they were just waiting patiently until it began. So to pass the time, they decided to beat the crap out of each other like a bunch of chimpanzees. Demonic Ninja, on the other hand, made me a wonderful sign. So the event is going to be a race. Whatever lies behind those doors doesn't matter. All that matters is the first person to get across the black and white checkered stripe. You can use whatever method you want to get there. Cheating, well, no hacks. We'll go with that. But if you happen to find out like little glitches and stuff to exploit, go for it. All right, you guys ready? Ready, set, go. And with that, the race began, and they were all off to a good start with the exception of Val, who decided to just hang out in the spawn a little bit longer. Val, go, come on, man, go. Once he got going though, he caught up with no problem. And it was pretty much neck and neck as they were all in the first challenge still, trying to just get their bearing and figure out what they were going to do. All right, so you guys are gonna have no knowledge of how the other contestants are doing. Obviously, you'll hear when they win, so just try to make sure that's you. Demonic Ninja had an excellent start, grabbing the bare minimum that he needed and went straight for the iron doors, crafting a button to make his way right on through to challenge 2. Phil also had a strong start, although he forgot to grab any of the materials needed to make a button or any way to get through the iron doors, and then he fell. Then he decided to hit some cardio while he ran circles around the little enclosure. Again, and again, and again. All the while, without a single care in the world, Val was hanging out in his little enclosure having some good old relaxing Minecraft experiences. And it was at this exact moment that Demonic Ninja found my little trap underneath the desert temple. Meanwhile, over in Phil's side of the course, he decided that he was done running in circles and decided to bust right through the iron door by hand. Once he got through those doors, he was moving right on to challenge number 2. Unlike Demonic Ninja, Phil did spot the trap, although he accidentally slipped and set it off anyways. Miraculously though, he was able to grab all the loot from the chest and get back to a safe distance by the time the TNT actually exploded. All the while running on his own agenda, Val decided to be extra thorough and chop down the second tree. Once Val decided that he had had enough of his own little space, he crafted a button, towered up with some dirt, and moved on right into challenge number 2. After Demonic Ninja had respawned, he raced himself back into challenge number 2, where he found himself in a bit of a predicament facing some obsidian blocks with no diamond pickaxe. After letting him beg for a little bit, I decided to take pity on Demonic Ninja and dropped him a few diamonds so he could craft that pickaxe that he needed to break the obsidian. Wasting absolutely no time, Phil found himself in challenge number 3 on that ice rink, where he quickly crafted a boat and subsequently found out that this course was very difficult to navigate. After bumping around several times on those twists and turns, he eventually gave up on the boat and towered over the ice, moving him right into challenge number 4. At this exact same time, Val completely changed up his game. He found the trap and decided to take a much safer approach by tunneling under the sand into the chest, where he grabbed the pickaxe and was able to quickly break through onto challenge number 3. Val also wasted absolutely no time with crafting a boat whatsoever and took off at a full sprint through the ice rink. This put Phil and Val neck and neck as they raced through challenge number 3, heading towards that finish line. Still trying to play catch up, Demonic Ninja was able to burst through those obsidian blocks and took off sprinting down challenge number 3. He also got caught up in that dead end, but was able to break through the ice quickly and found himself moving on to challenge number 4, the parkour. Even though he held a slight lead over everybody else, Phil decided to answer my prayers and he fell right into the lava almost immediately after entering the parkour, handing the lead to Val, who was playing much safer, with Demonic Ninja close behind. Without missing a single beat, Demonic Ninja was able to fly right through this parkour, moving him right into challenge number 5 and also taking the lead. Demonic Ninja took a second to figure out which door he was going to pick, then he took a leap of faith. And of course there's no consequences for that door, so still in the lead, he was able to continue on to challenge number 6. Val at this point unfortunately wasted quite a bit of time here as he decided which door he was going to pick. He was also still playing it very safe as he made a bed to reset his spawn and put down a chest where he left all of his valuable items in case he picked the wrong door. Little did he know, it's all a trick of the mind. Once he eventually did pick the door, he fell through to safety, where he was able to continue on to challenge number 6. All the while, Phil was sprinting like an absolute madman trying to catch up and get back in the game, this time skipping the boat and running straight through the ice rink, where he was also able to go quickly but safely through the parkour, putting him only one challenge behind, entering into challenge number 5. At this point in the race, it was still anybody's game as all the contestants were almost neck and neck, moving into challenge number 6, the ocean biome. At this point, it was too close to tell who exactly was in the lead, but Demonic Ninja was moving very quickly trying to navigate this maze. He did get held up, and unfortunately he ran out of breath at just the wrong moment, barely missing the airway that he had made by only a fraction of a second. With Demonic Ninja no longer really standing a chance in the race, it was up to Val or Phil, both neck and neck on the same challenge. Val had a very aggressive strategy and decided to dig straight through the floor of each level on challenge 6. Phil simultaneously trying to navigate his way through the underwater labyrinth. A few moments later and they were both able to find the exit, advancing on to challenge number 7. Once Val and Phil reached the top for challenge 7, they both took off sprinting through the TNT minefield like their lives absolutely depended on it, because at this point the race could go to either one of them. Both Val and Phil were neck and neck racing through the forest on the final home stretch of challenge 8. The only thing separating them in victory, one final sprint. Although all the contestants were neck and neck for the majority of the event, Philtobe won the race. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video as much as I did. If you guys also want to have a chance to be in these videos, make sure that you join the Discord with the link in the description. That's where I announce these events, that's where I plan them, and that's how I coordinate them as well. Anyways, guys, thanks so much for helping me reach 1,000 subscribers. It's been one heck of a journey for the last couple of years. You guys are the best. With that, make sure that if you haven't already, subscribe, comment, like, all the good stuff. Bye.